So today guys, I built 2 Lego apartment MOCs for my Lego city and to show you guys in this video. What's going on Lego fans, Bacon Bricks here, and today guys, we're going to be covering 2 Lego apartment MOCs that I have made. Now, these are a little big so they aren't fitting on camera properly, but this is a 2-story thing. If I lay it down on its side here, you can kind of see a little more clearly, but both of these are 2-story. So that does mean that for the majority of this video, this is going to be a handheld camera rather than on its sturdy surface that it is now. However, that's okay, I'm sure we can get on with the video anyway guys. But without further ado, let's get right into the showcase. Okay guys, so this is the first one, just doing a quick little 360 of the lower level here, and this is looking pretty nice so far. There's a little window around the back, and we'll get into the interior details a little later. And then around the top, this is what the top looks like. It's pretty bland compared to the front, however I think the detailing on the back looks nice. I've used medium nougat 1x2 tiles here on just some snot bricks. You can kind of see the grey of them peeking out through in between the cracks here. It's a pretty basic structure here guys, but I think it looks alright for its purpose. And the 2 buildings here guys, this is the red one very quickly, they are identical in most ways. There are a few small differences that we'll get into in a second after I've showed you each building individually. However, this first apartment here has 2 stories, just like the second does, and I'll show you the interior of the first story right now, guys. Okay guys, so this is the interior of the first floor. It is incredibly bland, incredibly basic, but if you take a close look, you will see why. This is a 4x4 space here for the building. That is ridiculous, because this is only a 6x6 house. So definitely compromises were made. Obviously no space for stairs, so I did a little ladder piece here. The other ladder pieces were too long and they got too far in the way, so I used a short ladder piece, which I guess means that the figure has to jump every time they want to go up onto the ladder. But regardless, there is a few small details like this bed here. It's only 4 studs long again, so you know it's a little cramped for our figure here to rest on. Around the back here, there is a large open window here. You know, for kind of a view. This is only the first floor, so you're not seeing much of a view, but there is somewhat of a view, I suppose. The interior here is pretty basic. As you can see, this wall here is, the wall here is bland, and so is this one. There's no space for any paintings or any detailing or anything really. It is a very small space to work with, guys. I can't stress that enough. But yeah, we'll move on to the second story now. So guys, this is the second story here. Again, bland and basic. This wall especially is just a block of colour. On the back here, we do have some brick-like detailing, or I guess you could say they are wooden panels. On the back here, just using some 1x2 tiles. I covered that before though. So let's get into the interior of this. So this is the interior. It's kind of a bathroom area, but it's only consisting of the actual toilet. There is no sink. I guess you'll kind of have to use your imagination there, because this is even more cramped than the bottom level. That's because there's a ladder coming up, so an entire precious 2x3 space has been taken out of the floor there, which means that, you know, a 2x3 space is taken up by the toilet. That's basically as small as I could get it without it looking like something completely else. And then there's a tiny 1x4 space here for the figure to land on. If it was any, if there was only a 1x3 space, the figure would not be able to fit, so this is kind of all you could do realistically. Again, they can only just stand there, but there's barely any space up here in the second level. This is a very cramped apartment. I'm not sure who would want to live in there, but yeah, it's very low quality. However, yeah, this is the second story, guys, and just a quick look at the roof. It's really basic, just a couple of bricks cobbled together. But without further ado, let's get on to the second apartment, which is the red house. Okay guys, this is the second story. It is bright red with both of these apartments. I did try to have a lot of bright coloring. Just a quick 360 here for you guys. In this one I try to make it a little bit more detailed, a little bit more different. So as we do the 360, we'll see that there are some grey brick pieces dotted around just for that extra detailing. I've put some 1x6 light grey tiles here just for some extra detailing. This is pretty basic. It's pretty similar to the other apartment, but there is a quick little feature that I want to show you guys before going into the interior of the red apartment. It's a pretty basic thing, but if we line up these two apartments, which is their intended display, you can see how these bricks are overlapping, so it's not connecting. There's a one brick gap between each of them, so it creates this really nice brick effect, similar to how if one of them was on their own, there's a one brick gap between each of these. It's kind of the same thing but on a different axis. So that's a nice little detail that I thought I'd include and share with you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the interior of the first floor of this red apartment building. So guys, this is the first level in all of its glory. This is basically the same design as the yellow apartment. There's a yellow bed here, just made out of a bunch of 1x2 yellow tiles, and then of course a 1x2 one to represent the pillow, in white that is. There's a door here which leads right into the bed. Basically that only leaves a 2 stud wide space here for the figure to get in, but you'll have to suspend your disbelief slightly. There is a large open window on the back, just like the other building. There is also a ladder going up in the same spot, because that's basically the only place that you can fit it, realistically, without taking up, like the entire second level floor space, just for a ladder. So as this is a pretty basic, once again, there's some nice brick detailing on the walls here, and that's kind of it for the first level, guys. Once again, it's nice and simple, nice and basic. This is definitely not 5-star luxury living, that is for sure. So I've taken off the roof here, guys, and this is the second level of the red apartment. Again, it's nice and detailed for the Lego City. Again, the grey brick pieces here, the paneling on the back to represent bricks. And then on the interior, of course, there is just the same basic toilet design that I showed you guys before. And then there's also the same 2x3 space taken out for the ladder so that the figure can get up. And I may as well actually show you guys what it looks like with the ladder coming through the open space there. You can kind of see it, the lighting is a little bad, but you can see how much space the ladder actually does take up. There is only a 1x3 space there for the figure to fit through, which is incredibly tight in both the 1x respect and the 3x respect. But I guess the figure could barely get up there if you're really imagining. And again, there's only the same small 1x4 space here for the figure to get up through. So this is incredibly cramped. Again, this is literally just a 4x4 space, and with the 2x3 space taken out of it. So there is barely any room to move in here, because this is only a 6x6 building. So yeah, guys, that is the red apartment now, and I will move on to the next section of the video. So guys, that were the 2 apartment MOCs there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Did you like the MOC? If so, let me know down in the comment section below. If you liked this video, please give it a big fat like. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm a new channel, and I'm making a lot of cool videos. I've got a lot of good content lined up for the upcoming uploads, guys. And you'll get a notification every time I upload if you subscribe. That way you can see more of that good content. So guys, that is all for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.